Okay, picture this. You're finally out on your deck, maybe here in Vancouver, actually enjoying some sun for a change.
Nice thought.
Right. Maybe you've got your coffee. But then that little nagging thought creeps in with all the rain we get. How's the actual structure doing underneath?
Yeah, that's a really common concern.
So today we're going to dive deep into deck structural maintenance. We've been looking through information from RainCity Decks, the specialists. And the idea is to pull out what you really need to know, keeping it safe, making it last longer. Think of it as like the quick guide to being well-informed without getting totally lost in the weeds.
It's funny how much we use our decks, isn't it? They really are like another room of the house.
Totally, an outdoor room.
And yeah, here in Vancouver, they take a beating from the weather. So our mission today really is to explore why being proactive doing inspections, maintenance, isn't just like a nice to-do. It's pretty essential for safety and, the deck's lifespan.
It's absolutely essential. Okay, so let's get right into it then. Preventive deck inspections. What exactly are we talking about, and why are they so important, especially, given our damp climate?
Right. So a preventive inspection is basically a professional checkup for your deck. Specialists, like the team at RainCity Decks, they come out and do a thorough evaluation.
Right.
They look at the structure, the materials, all of the safety features. And in Vancouver's climate, super important, all that moisture week after week.
Yeah.
It's just ideal for things like rot, fungal decay.
Rot. Yeah.
And it can weaken the wood from the inside, stuff you might not even see on the surface.
So it's got a physical for the deck. Got it. What are the real upsides beyond just, hoping it doesn't fall down?
Yeah, beyond the obvious. Well, the benefits are pretty significant. A huge one is catching potential structural issues early.
Like what specifically?
Think about the start of rot in those main support posts, or maybe railings feeling a bit loose, wobbly, or even subtle things like how the deck connects to your house, signs of movement there, things a homeowner might easily miss.
Right, you don't always notice the little things.
Exactly. Catching those early, that can seriously extend your deck's life. Plus, it protects your home's value. A good deck is an asset, a bad one, well, it's a liability.
True.
And then there's safety, of course. For your family, your guests, that's paramount. Inspections also help make sure you're up to code, meeting local safety standards.
The regulations, yes.
Yeah. And ultimately, it helps you avoid those really big, nasty repair bills that just pop up out of the blue. Avoids the shock.
Yeah, nobody wants that kind of surprise. Okay, so if someone gets an inspection done, what are the pros actually looking at? What's on that checklist?
They're pretty thorough. They'll look really closely at the support posts and beams, any signs of rot, like discoloration, soft spots, or warping, twisting. Then all the metal bits, the fasteners, connectors, joist hangers, screws, bolts, checking for rust, corrosion, anything loose. The decking boards themselves, looking for cracks, splintering, any spongy feeling under front.
Right.
That's another sign of rot.
Right.
And railings and stairs, obviously crucial for safety, get a really good check for stability, make sure they're secure.
And drainage, too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Making sure water isn't pooling anywhere. It needs to run off properly, otherwise you're just inviting trouble.
It really sounds like you need a trained eye for some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Which brings us to using experienced contractors. You mentioned RainCity Decks. Why is it so important to go with specialists?
Well, choosing experienced folks is key because they have that focused expertise. A general handyman might miss things.
Right.
Companies like RainCity, they do decks. They understand Vancouver's climate challenges inside out. Their experience with structural inspections, invaluable for spotting those subtle, critical issues. They know waterproofing solutions, which are vital here. They know the local building codes for decks. You also want someone using good quality materials, giving clear estimates.
Transparency, yeah.
Exactly. And tailoring the approach, because every deck is different. It really boils down to trust, making sure it's done right.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, switching gears slightly, for people maybe dreading the upkeep of wood, composite decking comes up a lot. Seems really popular now.
Yeah.
What makes it, lower maintenance?
Yeah, composite's definitely gained ground, and for good reason. Its main advantage, it resists a lot of the stuff that damages wood.
Like rot.
Exactly. Rot, insects, warping from moisture. It handles that much better. Plus, you skip the yearly staining or sealing.
Oh, that's a big one.
Huge time saver, yeah. It's designed to be weather resistant, often slip resistant too, which is great for safety. And a lot of it uses recycled materials, so there's an eco-friendly angle.
Huh, interesting.
Plus, you get tons of colors and finishes now, so especially somewhere wet like Vancouver, it can be a really smart long-term investment. But installation still needs to be done right. Professionals, like RainCity, know how to handle it properly.
So less work, lasts longer. Yeah. Definitely appealing. But okay, whether it's wood or composite, safety's number one. You said don't wait for an accident. What are some warning signs? Things people can look out for themselves.
Yeah, definitely some red flags to watch for. Loose railings or stairs are a big one. Give them a little push. If they wobble a lot, problem.
Okay.
When you walk on the deck, feel for any soft spots or areas that look like they're sagging. Could be rot underneath or a structural issue.
Gotcha. Soft or saggy.
Check any metal parts. You can see nellas, screws, brackets. Serious rust means they're weakened.
Right, corrosion.
And look for any persistent green or black stains. Could be mold, mildew. Points to ongoing moisture problems. Professional inspections are really designed to catch these things before they become dangerous. RainCity Decks, for instance, they talk about their comprehensive checklist. Footings right up to the handrails. Nothing missed.
And that applies to composite too, right? Not just wood.
Absolutely. Safety checks are vital for both. Composite isn't indestructible. Connections can still fail. Framework can have issues. Proactive safety is key, regardless of material.
Right. It really hammers home that proactive point.
Yeah.
So just to spell it out for everyone listening, what are the main core benefits for them if they invest in these professional safety checks? What's the value?
For you, the homeowner, it boils down to a few key things. First, peace of mind. Knowing your deck is secure for your family, your friends. That's number one.
Definitely.
Then catching hidden damage early, stuff you wouldn't see yourself, making sure you meet safety standards, local codes, avoids headaches later.
Legal stuff, yeah.
Yeah. You usually get a detailed report too. Helps you plan any needed repairs, budget for them, no surprises.
Yep.
And like we said, just that overall confidence, knowing a pro has checked the structure. Plus, they tailor advice based on your deck's material, its age, the environment. It's specific to your situation.
So the message is really think proactively. You mentioned maybe an annual inspection.
Yeah.
Why make it a regular thing?
Making it annual or, regular, it's just the smartest way to prevent accidents and those big, expensive emergency repairs.
Right. The emergencies are the worst.
Totally disruptive. Having a safety plan, knowing your deck's condition regularly, it just keeps you ahead of the curve. You're shifting from reacting when something breaks to actively stopping it before it breaks.
Protecting the investment, protecting people.
Exactly. You're protecting a valuable part of your home and, more importantly, the people who use it.
Yeah. And when you think about it, a deck isn't just wood and screws. It's kind of where life happens outdoors, right? Barbecues, coffee in the morning, kids playing.
That's so true. It really is an extension of your home life. So many memories get made out there.
Yeah.
And doing these preventive checks, it just ensures those moments stay safe, worry-free. You're not wondering in the back of your mind if something's wrong.
Gives you confidence to just enjoy it.
Precisely. And think about the potential savings. Catching a small rot issue early might cost a bit now, but it stops it from becoming a massive structural failure later. That annual checkup cost often saves you way more down the line.
Right. It's an investment, not just an expense. Okay. So bring it all together then. The main takeaway is, it seems pretty clear. Being proactive with deck maintenance, getting those professional inspections, it has huge benefits. Safety, longevity, peace of mind.
That sums it up perfectly. It's about taking control, ensuring that outdoor space remains a safe, enjoyable part of your home.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening.
Yeah.
As you think about this, maybe take a fresh look at your own deck later.
Yeah, good idea.
Do any of those warning signs we talked about ring a bell? Maybe now's a good time for that proactive checkup, just to be sure.
Couldn't agree more. Whether it's wood, whether it's composite, just understanding its condition, its structural integrity, that's really the key to enjoying it safely for years.